Mine was really fun.
Here, I guess.
Mine was really fun. I met amazing people, and I loved it. I would do it again.
Dude, I like hated everyone in my flight.
That's awkward. That's so awkward.
Like, okay, I didn't hate them. Like, actually, like, there's a certain someone that we both know in my flight who every time, like, anyone from BMT gets brought up, she's like, oh my gosh, I hated her. And I'm like, they weren't that bad. Like, nobody we met was actually that bad for you to be, like, so hateful all of the time. Nobody was that bad. I just, like, I was pissy all the time in BMT. I was mad. I was mad at the world.
Yeah, that's fair. There were definitely people I did not like, but I tried to make the best of it. But she's something else.
Yeah. Okay. Did you ever see, like, much military content before BMT? I used to see a lot of, like, JROTC videos and shit. And it would be people being like, oh, I could never join the military because if a sergeant, like, yelled at me, I would laugh in their face. And I always saw those videos, and they made me mad. Like, before I even thought about enlisting, they made me mad. So I was like, no, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You'd, like, pee your pants. That's what would happen.
Like, you laugh when they're not yelling at you,
right?
But the person next to you, that's when you're like, holding it in.
When I got to BMT, I didn't get yelled at a lot in BMT.
That's nice.
I behaved myself, you know, I did what I was told. But, like, I think, like, the 2 times I did get yelled at, dude, I was, like, genuinely, like, clenching my toes trying not to laugh.
That's so real.
Because it's, like, it's not that funny. You just don't have anything to laugh about for 7 days.
Dude, you really don't. You have nothing to laugh about, like, at all. It's so, like, it's rough. It's rough.
We had to make our own entertainment. And we actually got in trouble one day because some people were laughing about something. Because in the DFAC, there was the flight that always got there before us. Their flight chief was, like, very loud in the DFAC, which is, like, a good thing, you know? But his cadence and his tone was, like it was strange. And so we would, like, joke about it in the dorm. Because, like, he was a fine guy. Like, he was a cool guy. And he did well with everything he did. He was a good flight chief. He just had, like, kind of a funny voice when he yelled.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember what he sounded like, but we used to, like, do impressions of him in the dorm. And we had, like, not one of our normal MTIs one day come in while some girls were, like, doing impressions of him and laughing. And he overheard them and thought they were talking about an MTI. And we got smoked. Like, genuinely, like, 15 straight minutes of, like, flutter kicks and wall sits and weapon holds.
That's bad. On Sundays, the girls would do charades, and they would, like, pretend to be MTIs. So they'd be like, who am I? And then they'd, like, march. And, like, thank God nobody came in. Like, that was bad. That was really bad.
We did impressions of not all of our MTIs, just one. The one with the distinct voice.
Yeah.
We did. There was this one girl in my dorm who did a really good impression of her. And one day, an MTI came in, and we heard gentlemen entering the dormitory, so we all started tweaking, right? Because we were like, it's a Sunday. What's happening? And he walks in, no clue who this guy is. Never seen him before. That's a crazy thing to say about an NCO, actually. But like I'd never seen him before. But he started walking around, and he was like, "All right, which one of you?" This is like late in BMT, by the way. We're like probably in the 5th week. He's like, "Which one of you does the best impression of your MTIs?" And so some people like start doing the impression, and a lot of us are like, stop it, what are you doing? Oh my god, stop it. And then after like 3 minutes of this going on, he stops and he's like, "Wow, you guys are not nearly as funny as the dorm across the hall." He laughed.
That's such a, that's a crazy thing to say.
Yeah. Ugh, if only that girl who did the really good impression was there that day. She was at one of the student leader meetings. And so, it was tragic.
Yeah, we had one girl. She was really good at how they would walk. She was very good at or how they would talk. She was very good at that too. But yeah, the only crazy time is we had our what are they called? Our section chief come in, and he came in and he was yelling. He's like, we had no other MTI. He comes in or whatever, and he's like, "What? Why was I taking off the shirt? Why was I taking off the shirt?"
Oh my gosh.
And we're like, nobody's answering. All the girls are all froze up, they're all scared. So I'm like, "Sir," I give my reporting statement, and then I'm like, "This MTI said that you shouldn't be on the shirt, and you don't, you only pushed our flight for a 1 or 2 days, when she pushed our flight for a week. And that's why you shouldn't be on the shirt, and why she should be on the shirt. So we put her on the shirt instead of you." And he goes over and he's like, "Okay." He texts in a group chat with all of our MTIs, even the MTIs that weren't even involved, bro, just texting.
Disneyland MTIs.
Dude, everybody knew about it. And literally, that night she came in and she's like, "Who snitched me out?" And I'm in the latrine, bro. I'm in the freaking latrine sitting down, getting ready for bed. Bro, and she comes in and she's like, "Who snitched me out?" And of course the girls are being, integrity first or whatever, holding their wingmen accountable. And they're like, it's her. And I'm like, "Oof, okay." So they call me, they're like, "Hey, the MTI's here, the MTI's here." I'm like, "No, she's not. She's not. We're literally about to go to bed. She's not here." "Oh, no, she was." So I come out, and I see her, and all the ladies are, all, in a gaggle around her. And I make way. I part them like the seas, bro. I'm, parting them. And I see her, and she's like, "So you're blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, "Yes, ma'am." And she's like, "And you told the other MTI this?" And I'm like, "Yes, ma'am." And she's like, "Get on your face." And I'm like, "Yes, ma'am." So I'm going over, I'm getting on my face, I'm doing my push-ups. And all the other girls in our dorm joined me in the push-ups. It was a really cute moment. And then I got to I was in my 20s or whatever, and then I switched. She just kept going. I got into the 20s, and I'm like, "Okay, I'm just gonna go to the modified position." And that's when she stopped. She's like, "Okay, I don't want your modified push-ups. Get up." And then she's like, "Don't ever do that to me again. We're wingmen. Don't ever do that to your fellow airmen." I'm like, "Yes, ma'am." But she was joking. She was really cool.
Awesome.
She's a great person.
Dude, the day after Pacer Forge. Okay, actually, at Pacer Forge, I rolled my ankles 6 times.
On the rocks?
On the rocks.
Dude.
Because when we went on our mission, it was entirely up and downhill. I was sliding all over the place because I was wearing my BMT stompers. Because I was like, I don't want to take the Nikes to Pacer Forge.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
I didn't want to take the Nikes to Pacer Forge. So I was wearing my BMT stompers and I was sliding all over those rocks, and I rolled my ankles 6 times.
That's rough.
Right before the ruck, on the second day, I was talking to my friends, and I was like, "Low key, I can't put weight on my ankle. But I don't want to I was worried that if I told IDMT, they would send me back to the dorm and I would get recycled.
Yeah.
But they were like, no, you can't put weight on it. You can't do this 3-mile ruck. Because at the time, we didn't under the impression we were doing an actual ruck. Like, we thought they were going to make us get our duffels and stuff. And so I went to IDMT. And they put my ass on crutches. In 6th week, they put me on crutches. I was so mad.
That's so embarrassing. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Literally. And so I was pissed. I had to go back to the squadron and just like sit in like a 3rd week dorm until the rest of the flight got back from Pacer board.
You still got credit for it though?
I still got credit. I
That's
didn't get
good.
washed back, thank God.
That's good.
But that night, they had sent, I think, 4 of the girls in our dorm to BEC for the 0-weekers, which was all good and well, because they sent like 2 element leaders and then just like 2 other people, 2 trustworthy people, we had thought. And we wake up that next morning to RMTI screaming that she had received an email talking about how her trainees were the most disrespectful and worst trainees that multiple MTIs had ever seen, and that it was a direct reflection on her. And she was pissed. She was angry because our element leaders who had been EC ran into the males across the hall on their way back up to the dorm, and instead of going back to the dorm, they stood out like in the hallway talking to them. And we heard through the grapevine that one of our element leaders and males were closer to each other than they were to their wingmen. So
That's bad.
we got cooked, and she had us do bed drills all morning when I was on crutches. And so she was like, everyone get to A Bay, and I slept in B Bay, so I started like hobbling over there, and she looks at me and she goes, well, then sit down. I said, yes, Sergeant. And I sat back down, and I just listened to them do bed drills for like 5 minutes, because it was storming so bad. They didn't have PT. And I was waiting to go to, what do they call it? BMT? AT. I was waiting to go to AT. And so I was sitting there listening to them do bed drills, and she was like screaming so loud, louder than I'd ever heard her scream, louder than like 0 a week. And then finally she walks over to the other side. She was like, hey, Bourne. I'm like, yes, Sergeant. She said, go over there and get a wingman. I was like, yes, Sergeant. So I hobbled over there, and I just had to sit there and watch them do bed drills. And then I actually went to breakfast, which was super awkward if you ever had to sit at the crutches table in BMT.
Yeah, I've only had to pick up the plates from the crutches table.
And I didn't mind picking up the plates. Like, I didn't mind being a wingman for someone on crutches, but like actually being on crutches was like, especially when you didn't really need to. It was like low-key a humiliation ritual. And so I had just left the DFAC with my wingman, and our brother flight's MTI stopped me. She like screamed my name across the atrium, and I turned around, and she said, what happened? She was like, you're about to graduate, what happened? I was like, yeah, I know. But I literally got off crutches that same day, which low-key scared me, because I was like, what am I about to go up to the storm to?
Yeah,
What's she gonna do to us? But like low-key after that morning, she didn't gaff. Except we had our like dorm and flight photos that day, and we had 4 MTIs since we were integrated, and all of our MTIs kept making Love Island jokes.
Yeah, our MTIs at first, like our MTIs acknowledged, so like, yeah, at first, or one MTI I should say, she's like, yeah, I didn't know how I would really like work with the other MTI, but we really do make a good team, because at first I was scared, And I'm like, oh, okay. Because, like, they're very different. Very different. But our MTIs got along, and they would joke, and occasionally our MTIs would joke with us, but there was always a very, like, solid line.
Yeah.
And the joking only really happened at evening brief.
Right.
Otherwise, maybe when they were marching the flight, or like not marching the flight, but like if we were outside and it was always when one of the gentlemen were doing something, that they would joke, but rarely ever would they joke with the females. Like rarely ever.
Haters.
Yeah.
Our MTIs started joking with us a lot. So we're like, look, after fourth week, they were so chill with us. Like they'd be with us until like 12, and then they'd give us a schedule for the rest of the day and be like, behave yourselves.
In fourth week?
Fifth week, like start of fifth week, at the end of fourth week. It was like the day we went to Cadam. They like low-key stopped caring. Which we got Commander's Excellence, like we were a good flight. So they just trusted us. I mean, they told us we were horrible.
Yeah, I think it's crazy that y'all got Commander's Excellence and like that, but y'all got tools all the time.
We really did. But, like, we got told a lot.
We never got tools like that. Like we get tools like once or twice every couple of days.
Okay, I think so. For one, like I said, we were integrated. I was a part of the Commander's Excellence flight. The other half of my dorm was not. And then, but like that's not to say that our brother flight was like a really horrible flight. They weren't. They just got unlucky with like the bad eggs.
Yeah.
And like, those bad eggs didn't graduate BMT.
How many people didn't graduate BMT for you?
At least 7 people. Got, not even like recycled, straight ELS.
Like ELS before you graduated?
Yeah. We lost a lot of people. Which they say 7 is the average number to lose, but I don't.
Is that just for the females or is that for just your flight?
Just my flight.
So does that include, how many gentlemen got ELS?
I want to say 2. No, 3. It was 3. Because one of them, after our 3rd week PT test, he scored an 11. And he was so angry that he punched a hole in the latrine wall.
How did he score an 11?
I really don't know. I guess his run time wasn't good enough, and then he didn't meet the minimum requirements for push-ups and sit-up. I really don't know.
That's crazy.
And then one guy tried to jump out the window in the middle of the night, so he got sent home. And then
That'll do it.
Yeah. And then another guy, he failed his 5th week PT test, and on their final retest, like he failed the 2nd attempt, and then on the 3rd attempt, he was accounting for one of the girls in our flight, and when the AT came by to ask how many push-ups she did, he said, I don't know, I didn't count. And so it was an automatic fail for her. They were like, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do about this. Like, we know it's not your fault, but like, it's test compromise to have you do it again, and we have no way of verifying the number you're telling us because your wingman doesn't know. And so she was one of the girls we lost to because they were like, you can either be recycled or you can just go home. And she was like, I'm just gonna go home. It was really sad. We were all really sad.
Why didn't she just get recycled?
One of the big things keeping her going through BMT, she had like a little calendar in her notebook, and like one of the big things going to BMT was like knowing that like she knew exactly when it was going to be over. She knew when she was going to go home, and like it was close. Like, she only had 2 more weeks. And she was just like, they were going to recycle her back like 2 or 3 weeks. She was like, no, I can't do that. And so she went home, and then they opened an investigation on a guy who was supposed to be counting for push-ups. And he ended up getting ELS for it. because he just didn't bother counting her push-ups.
Yeah, it's freaking crazy.
We lost one other girl for anger issues.
Anger?
Anger issues, and she refused. They offered her one counseling session every week, and she refused. So they're like, if you don't take this, we have to send you home. And she said, okay, send me home. We lost her on our second Sunday, and then another girl. So when we first or 0 week even maybe when we got that initial phone call to our families to just give them our flight information and stuff, she had 2 phones, and so she only put one phone.
Dude, I met her in the Tris.
Actually?
Yeah. Yeah, because she would come up and shower in our shower because we have less girls.
She made us so mad during showers.
I'm pretty sure.
Did she have one chair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was no way it was natural.
Yeah.
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 That's crazy.
Yeah, she was super sweet though.
I mean, yeah, she was great. She was allergic. She's allergic to all tree nuts.
Oh,
and so
how did she
would,
get in?
I have no idea, actually. I really don't know.
Isn't that an automatic?
She had a waiver for it or something. But she was particularly peanuts. She had a bad peanut allergy. But she would still seek out the orange protein bars and give them to me. So I always had 2 protein bars. I told her, hey, I appreciate that you get these protein bars from me, but I'll literally take any flavor. And she was like, no, I'm gonna go out of my way to get you those orange ones. She'd go around the door and offering trades to get the orange one for me.
No, she was so cool.
She was so sweet.
In the Tris, she was really cool. I remember a certain someone, we were showering, and a certain someone had a song request and requested it.
You guys got music?
Okay, you're gonna have to cut. You're gonna have to cut this out of the video.
Okay.
We can go back on.
Yeah.
We're live now.
Back on the record.
Yeah, but yeah. So we had a song request, and Justin asked it, and because I didn't realize that they knew each other, so I was so shocked. I'm like, oh my goodness, this lady's so nice. She just automatically did our song request, even though it was totally not music that they listened to.
She was so sweet.
Yeah, she was really sweet.
I didn't get to say goodbye to her before she got ELS because I had an appointment that day, and I got back and I was like, guys, where is she? Where'd she go? She's gone.
Yeah, no, she stayed at the Tris for weeks, bro.
Dude, that sucks.
She stayed at the Tris. She left she left the same week I did.
Okay, so obviously she didn't have her phone, right? Obviously. But there was a really big investigation about it because after she got reported, everyone found out. There was a rumor spread around the dorm. And after she got reported, she went around getting people to sign a paper stating, I have never seen her with her phone.
Oh.
Right? And there was a really big investigation because the person who had reported her signed the paper. And so it was just before Pacer Forge, I think. I was in CQ and I saw her and I was like, hey, is everything okay? And she was like, yeah, they just ended the investigation because they cleared me. They lied to her ass. They were like, yeah, you're good. Kicked her out 2 days later. It was actually crazy.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Do you think they did that because the girl who signed the paper, she either had to say that she did see it, she had to pick a side, and if she said, oh no, I didn't, if she's like, yeah, no, I didn't see the phone, they'd be like, so you lied to us, and then they were gonna kick the other girl out?
Maybe, but it's crazy. She ended up getting ELS too. respectful.
Why did the other one get ELS?
She could not pass her PT test. She had been recycled to our dorm because she failed her PT test, and then she continued to fail it. She was really nice. I don't know whether or not she knew that girl had her phone. I'll never know. I have a phone number. I can ask her.
You don't need to ask her.
Maybe she just made it up and got lucky.
Maybe.
But it's weird because they were like, oh no, you know what? I'm thinking of someone else. They'd be like, they were like friends. And I was thinking of someone else. Someone you know. Someone who didn't wake up for EC one night.
Dude, I have very strong feelings about her, about the situation. The tryst really does change you as a person. It's the biggest slap in the face, and at the same time, it's the easiest thing you can do.
Right. Did you ever do night bagging?
No. So I was like, because all the girls would fight for it. Like they would love to do that detail
Been
because
punching in teeth to do night bagging.
they liked it because, for one, I guess it was fun. You got to sleep in during the day, because you were on bed rest afterwards because you were up all night. And then what else? They would sometimes allow you to use the vending machines.
Yes, I remember seeing that. Yes.
So,
because I was so angry standing in that airport, I wanted my water so bad, but they made us throw away like everything. And I was so thirsty, and I watched the holdover airman. I didn't know he was a holdover airman at the time, right? I was like, I don't know. I thought he was probably a sergeant or something. I was scared. I watched him go to the vending machine, and I think he got like a Powerade or something. I was pissed. Also, the fact that you would get a Powerade from the vending machine while you're off base in an airport. There's Gatorade in the B bag. Of all the things you could have gotten out of that vending machine, you chose something that you could have. You get 3 times a day.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't know if I've ever had the Gatorade.
Dude, I lived off of the Gatorade in D5.
No, I know I never got it in BMT. I didn't even know it really existed until I'd either get my water or I'd get my milk or my juice. I never got tea, never got...
I got tea and hot chocolate on Sundays.
I got coffee during week 3, I think, because that was like a really heavy school week, like a class week.
Oh yeah, it was week 2.
Yeah, week 2 and 3, I would get coffee anytime we'd have class. Other than that, I was literally just drinking water or juice or milk.
They made me, like at Reed, they made me drink the Gatorade from the DFAC. They were like, you need to start drinking Gatorade. You need to get double protein every meal, because I had a fainting spell in week 1. And so they were like, yeah, you need to do this or else. I was like, okay. Which I actually had another fainting spell, I think 3rd week. And they sent me to BMT.
That's crazy.
Dude, they ran so many tests on me, and I was pissed. I was there until 3 in the morning. But my nurse bought me a Dr. Pepper. I was like, fuck yes. And then it happened again 4th week. It happened again. And at Reed, they were like, if this happens again, we might have to send you home. I was talking to, I think he was a major, the doctor I had. And he said, how badly do you want to be here?
That's such a terrible question to be asked. Genuinely bottom 5 experience.
I was stressed.
Yeah.
I was stressed. He said, how badly do you want to be here? I've been here for 4.5 weeks already. Which, low-key.
It's not a lot of time.
I say that in, like in your BMT brain, you're like, you've been here for 4.5 weeks. You've been here forever.
Yeah.
Like you live here. But then you like say that out loud.
And it's like, that was literally like not even like a blink
But
in
it
my
was
life.
4 weeks.
Yeah.
Literally.
Like, it was nothing.
But dude, it felt okay.
It felt like an eternity, dude.
It felt so long.
Mm-hmm.
But like I don't remember it. Okay, obviously I remember a lot of it.
I
Like,
don't
at the same
remember a lot
time,
of it.
I remember a lot of key moments.
I don't.
I remember funny stories.
I don't.
I remember a lot of it, but at the same time, I could not tell you a single thing that happened between 1st and 4th week, other than the 2 times I almost fainted. Like, I remember 0 week really well. I know a lot of people don't remember 0 week at all.
I remember the feelings of 0 week. I remember I'm not like a very sad person. I'm not like I'm a negative person, but not like not how I wasn't 0 week. Genuinely,
I think you're a very like grounded, realistic
I
person.
think I'm a very realistic person. 0 week had me thinking. I'm like, wow, what am I doing with my life? Like, genuinely, like, I'm so, like, I was on the verge of tears 24/7.
No,
I'm just like,
every time I never cried when I got yelled at, but anytime I thought about my family,
oh no,
immediate tears, immediate.
no, I didn't cry about my family.
That's all I ever cried about in BMT.
No, I didn't cry about my family. I cried when I got my phone call.
Yeah.
I was like, and my mom was like, honey, and I'm like, and then my freaking MTI's walking around, y'all better not be crying.
Dude, I got that 3rd week phone call, and my mom immediately answered the phone. She was like, hi. I said, hi, Mom. Immediately burst into guys.
Mhm.
Hi, Mom. And she said, why are you crying? I said, because I miss you.
Yeah,
And she burst into tears. I was like, why are you crying, Mom?
that's cute. My parents, they were like strong for me. I think my mom cried a little bit on the
My
phone.
mom cried so bad.
My parents cried when, like, my dad, he doesn't cry. Like, my dad's such a, like, strong person, and, like, he's someone that, like, I look up to and strive to be. And I just remember getting tapped out by him or whatever, like, him staring at me for a second just to, like, take it in.
Yeah.
And then him, like, hugging me, and, like, his face before he hugged me. I'm like, bro.
Dude, during the tap out, my mom found me immediately, like genuinely 2 seconds after they put us at parade rest. She was in front of me. And I like my eyes flicked to her for a moment, and I was like, stop your attention. And I like went back to staring straight ahead. But like she was crying, and she did like this whole little speech about like how she was so proud of me.
Before she tapped you out?
Before she tapped me out.
I'd be pissed.
Before she tapped me out.
I'd be pissed.
So I'm just standing there.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like crying. I was so locked in. I was like, fuck you, I'm at attention.
Dude, that's what they did, like, the second day. That's what my parents did. They were, like, they were, like, taking their time. They were, like, getting their photos. Like, the first day, they wanted to tap me out and get me out. The freaking second day, though, they were, like, standing in front of me talking, and I'm like, dude, let me free me.
No, okay, so they tapped me out that first day after she gave me that whole speech. Immediately, I burst into tears.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately. My brother, like my older brother, like snot-nosed crying. One of my brothers didn't give a fuck.
No.
He didn't give a fuck. My boyfriend was there. And then that second day,
Your boyfriend.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
Boyfriend at the time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's fair.
That second day, I'm standing there in my blues. The sun is shining directly on my low quarters, and I swear to God, my feet were melting. It was so, like, genuinely, I didn't, my knees didn't hurt, my legs didn't hurt, I wasn't sweaty, you know, I felt good. But, like, genuinely, the sun was baking my feet in the low quarters. And so I'm standing there like, please Lord, let them find me fast, let them tap me out. Took them forever to find me. And I was like, I'm in the same place. I'm in the same spot in this light every time. It's by height. Yeah. I'm always in the same place. It took them forever to find me. And then finally they get to me. and my little brothers tapped me out, right? And those motherfuckers, they walk up to me, they go, I'm sitting there, my feet burning, and I'm just trying not to laugh at attention. And then my mom didn't film the first tap out, and I was so mad because I was so locked in the first time, but then you filmed me the second time, like, laughing at attention. That's messed up, man.
Yeah. No, for the second time, it was like a group tap out, and they were all like, come on guys, like, all get together, and I'm just like, just freaking tap me out already. Like,
no, it's not that big of a deal, actually. It's not that big of a deal, actually.
Really not, just free me.
Dude, my phone is getting blown up
know.
right now. For like the past 5 minutes, it's been like non-stop notifications. Have you been reading them?
Your dad just sent a video. And then I think your mom is under Momsy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's someone else.
Is it Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably a group chat.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, dude, getting tapped out is like so not serious actually. Like it's serious the first day. But
yeah.
Okay. But people might watch this who have genuinely no clue anything about BMT, but there are 2 days of graduation and you get tapped out both days. And like it's serious the first day because like it's the first time you've seen your family. They call it 7.5 weeks, but it's 8 weeks. That half week they don't count.
Yeah.
And you haven't seen your family in 2 months basically. You get 3 phone calls with them over that 2 months. And so like the first day when they tap you out, it's like serious, it's sad, it's happy, but like it's sad. And then that second day, you're just like, you're ready to leave base. You're ready for town pass. You really don't care.
Yeah.
And you're in, okay, well actually, I think they changed it again. I don't know. Cause, okay, one, I think they changed the times for town pass, cause I see people on Thursdays out in their blues with their families at like 8 p.m.
In their blues?
In their blues. So they have to be, it has to be the second day, right? It's Thursday, they're in their blues, and they're still out. And when we graduated, if you were honor grad, you got to stay out until 7 p.m.
Are you serious?
Yeah. But 7 p.m. was the latest you could be out.
Dude, I don't think our honor grad got that.
Really?
No.
That's crazy. That's like a BMT standard thing. That's supposed to be across all squadrons. That's looking crazy. I'm wearing shorts, by the way. I just realized. I'm wearing shorts.
Yeah, I don't recall, like, because we had 3 honor grads, and I don't recall them coming back later than anyone else.
That's crazy. Well, I mean, we have like 6 honor grad in our flight. And a lot of them chose to come back early because they didn't want to be late. And like
that's an extra hour.
Yeah. A lot of them chose to come back around the same time as the rest of us. Neither of us were on the grad. I was eligible.
I was not eligible.
Because you had like 13 comments.
Dude, mine was bad. But no, I was off on my PT. I was 0.6 away from a 90.
Bro.
So I wasn't eligible for that reason. I didn't get any U's, so
that's good.
That's nice. And I was a student leader.
What were you?
I was EC monitor.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, terrible thing to do. If you have the opportunity to do that, don't.
Getting woken up in the middle of the night.
Dude.
Blah 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 doesn't want to wake up for her shift.
We never had that. We never had that.
I had people like refuse to wake up.
No, we never.
I would just like be standing over their bed and be like, I really want to go to bed. Can you please go to the stand? And she'd be like, no, I'm tired.
No.
Like, I am too.
The only like time we had anything like that was like for when we graduated. So Thursday night you pack up all your stuff, and then that night, so like Thursday night, Friday morning, everybody's leaving for their follow-on training or like to go to like tech school. And I was like, if there's any issues, just wake me up. That was like the only time, and they didn't even wake me up for that. Because I'm like, if there's any issues with the schedule, if there's any people that left already, and like, because I made a schedule, but some people were already leaving.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, they can't do EC. And then I told them to like keep accountability and mark down who was here and who wasn't here. But we did good.
Yeah.
Like, there was no issues at all.
Our EC that night, Thursday night, and like Friday morning, was entirely compromised of people who were staying on Lackland.
See, I tried to do that, but I didn't have the list until like later.
Seriously, they put ours out Wednesday morning.
No, I think ours was Thursday night, because I remember then one of the girls, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be here at Lackland, but like I'll be at the 344, because that's what like my order said, it was 344.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, I'll be at the 344, whatever. And then bam, I had one of the girls give me, they're like, hey, you're not
On the do not ship list.
you're on the do not ship, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
Did
You're
you not
lying.
know beforehand? That's
I had
crazy.
no idea. But like, I had an appointment that week, 7th week, on Tuesday, and this appointment was made 2 weeks prior, and I had no idea about the appointment until literally like the day before. So it's like, oh, okay, that's nice. Have me stress out, have me like freak out. I go there, the doctor's like, wow, everything looks fine. You're healthy. I'm like, yeah, thank you. And it was like the day that we had to do like a briefing at the PRC. We had to get our flight photos. We had to do other stuff. We had to get shots.
Oh my
It was
gosh,
like,
yes.
it was that day, like that day.
Did you have to get me?
I did. That day I did. I got 2, I think.
I just remember we got our immunizations, like our last set. I didn't get anything. I was all caught up with mine. And then literally the next day, they took us for blood donations, and they had to turn away like 95% of the flight because they were like, you guys just got vaccines.
Oh.
And our MTIs were pissed. They were pissed. They were like, why would they have us go all the way out there just to turn us away? They were so mad.
They said that if you had vaccines, you weren't allowed to donate.
Yeah. Vaccines within like the last, I think, 2 weeks. They said you can't donate. I donated. And I got free cookies. And I got to watch Top Gun. Which, like, as a movie, I don't even like. I don't enjoy Top Gun movies.
But it was nice.
But it's television. BMT.
Yeah, our whole, like, a lot of our flight went, and then I went, but I'm like A positive, I think, so I'm very common, and they turned us away, but they're like, well, since you wanted to donate, here's your here's your juice and cookies. So they gave us the juice and cookies anyways, and then we went back to the squadron. It was really nice.
We got our juice and cookies, and then they had a bunch of extra snacks because like nobody could donate that day. They had so many extra snacks that they had us do rap and dance battles for the extra.
That's cool.
For the extra snacks. And then, did you know that if you donate 9 times, you get a ribbon?
Yeah, I'm low-key debating on doing it.
There was an opportunity a couple of weeks ago to donate again. It had to be more than a couple weeks ago because I was still detail. But I wanted to, but since I had donated recently, I couldn't. It's like, I think 8 weeks in between donations.
Do they only like let you donate at certain times, or you can't just go over there and donate?
Well, I think you can, but you know, I was a detail, and they came. It was like it's the same lady who sells the baked goods.
Oh.
She came and asked me if anybody wanted to donate blood, and I was like, I mean, I do, but I donated in BMT, and she was like, I'm sorry, you can't.
Yeah, I'm low-key debating, but I'm like, I feel like that'd be cool. And like, if my blood's like good.
It'd be nice to have more than one ribbon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that I'm like ribbon hungry, but I mean, I
I'm
didn't even bother to wear the graduation ribbon in my blues.
What?
I didn't even wear it. Because I'm like, I only have one ribbon, what's the point? It's not mandatory. I mean, it's a squadron by squadron thing, so like here they don't care. I don't know if they'll care or follow on.
Oh. Because like, I'm like low-key, I think the ribbon rack is so annoying to deal with.
It really is.
It's not fun.
Also, my blue shirts are like too short for me. My short sleeve ones.
Oh.
Like, size wise, they're good, but like actual length, they're too short.
You got like a short one instead of a long one?
I probably needed one of the medium ones.
Mm.
They gave me a short. And so I've been wearing my long sleeve blues. And I got told the other day that at follow-on, they give us specific blues combinations, so we can't just wear whatever combination we want.
Oh, for like blues checks or inspections?
Just anytime we have to wear blues, it's a specific uniform that we have to wear, which sucks. But also I hear that the blues on Mondays is like a strictly black link thing.
Thank God.
So that'll all be nice.
Thank God. Because I'm like so done with it.
Yeah, I mean, I've met priors who literally hadn't worn their blues since their first round of tech school.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be me.
Literally.
The last time I wear those blues is gonna be it. Getting my wings pinned.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm like, okay, this is like a crazy thing to say. But like, you know that a big thing about being in the military is like being prideful about the fact that you're in the military.
Yeah.
I'm happy I'm here, but like I'm not that proud of the fact that I'm in the military. I'm not like, it's not like, oh, I'm ashamed of myself for being in the military. It's just like I'm not like going around bragging that I'm in the military, you know?
Yeah, no, I get it.
But like, I got that CEA patch today, and I'm like, I'm part of the 2%. I'm part of the 2%.
Dude, I told my parents, and my dad's like, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Because, like, he did his little Google search or whatever, and it pops up. It's like, yeah, CEA, it's mainly comprised of, like, these jobs, and they only make up, like, 1.1% of the military, and, what's it called? There's only, like, 5,000 people max in this career field.
Oh my gosh, yes, I was actually talking to our reverse pipeline, and he said across the entire Air Force there are 3,000 of us.
Yeah, like there's not that many people. Which 3,000 people sounds like a lot, yes.
Like in the grand scheme of the entire Air Force.
In the entire, like, so the Air Force is small in general. You know what I mean? Like, it's a small world. And then you make it even smaller. It's just like, oof.
Because I mean, there's the Air Force, and then there's air crew, and then there's us.
And then there's us.
And then there's us.
But yeah, so just so tiny.
But like I don't know, I wasn't like ashamed of the fact that I was in the Air Force. It just like wasn't something that I like necessarily took the most pride in.
Yeah, I'm not like I don't feel the need to boast about it.
Right. But like now I'm okay feeling it. I'm feeling it.
Well, I feel like because like when you're like pumped out of BMT, like you're an airman, but like you don't have like a purpose.
Right.
I feel like now we've been given our purpose. You know what I mean? Or a piece of our purpose, I should
Especially
say.
because like this job wasn't on my list. It wasn't something that I necessarily wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like I was kind of going through the motions. But like then we actually started class.
And you're falling in love.
Yeah. Like I'm so hype actually. Like if you had asked me when I signed my contract, I would have been like, this isn't the job I wanted. I'm just doing this job until I can get the job I wanted. And now I'm like, I'm gonna get those wings. I don't care what has to happen, I'm getting those wings.
Literally. Like I feel so bad because I feel like I've been very like on edge this week. And like very like not as graceful like giving grace as I usually am. I usually give a lot of grace. I usually handle situations better, but I've been like so focused and like I'm breaking out. Like that's how bad it is. Like I was really stressed, but now I feel like I can breathe for a good 2 weeks until I start class again.
We got dismissed today, and I laid down in my bed and I passed out for 2 hours.
Dude, no, I went straight to packing. I packed my whole life away.
I mean, we're in different situations.
That is true.
Is there anything you need me to take, by the way, off the record?
No, I don't have anything. I think like I didn't separate my stuff, so I might ask you to take my bedding like my comforter, if she doesn't fit in my my thing that I got.
Yeah.
Because you'll be there, what, Friday?
Yeah, dude, I have to take the PT test tomorrow. I'm so mad. I'm like low-key
You're not on
like,
the exempt list?
I don't think so. Are you?
No, I'm not on the list, but I'm gonna ask to like not do it.
What is the? You don't have to. You don't have to. Sergeant Blakely told Sergeant Blakely told somebody that if you're out practicing tomorrow, you have to take it. Who all is on the exempt list? Like, what is the exempt list? Why are people exempt?
There was a bunch of people exempt because
I'm gonna be big mad if it's like because they got a good enough score on their
I think it is.
Because I got a 93.
Oh, then you should get it. Let me look.
Because I think I saw Rodriguez on there. You have really nice hair.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, how long have you been filming?
52 minutes.
What time is it? Oh my gosh, it's almost 8:30.
That, dude.
Shit, we might have to wrap this up
We
soon.
might have to.
Like and subscribe for more videos like this.